Hello, hello. We're live. Let's go live show. So welcome. Yes, we are here. We are hopefully always here Wednesdays at 8 a.m. Pacific time doing a show. And we'll be doing this for a year, hopefully. If all my software works. So let's go. So, hi, I'm Jane Gardner, and welcome to the Let's Go Live show where we talk about going live. And unfortunately, for those of you who already know all this stuff, we're starting at the very beginning and we are going to go through and talk about software and as well as how to's and basically a lot about video and all about doing video, whether it's on camera or off. So we're going to talk about that now with our presentation. So welcome to the Let's Go Live show where you share yourself to connect with your ideal audience. And it is all about going live. My name is Jane Gardner and I work with my husband in our structural engineering firm and still do. So after this I will be going and doing some work. But we live in Western Canada. We travel. We like dogs and cats. And I'm an artist. And I love to make websites. And you can see some of my websites that I've made. I have a different principle from some others who say only use one website. I always feel I need to make a website specific for a topic. And so I do have Step in Front of the Camera, which might be of interest to you. I should write that on there. It is more about the how-tos for doing broadcasting and live streaming. And it would have some of these shows I did previously about 3 years ago called Step in the Front of the Camera series. I got as far as talking about, I think it was up to lighting. And then, so we've got to do some new lighting ones. And in 2018, I got interested in TV. And so I developed with the possibility of having the access to Roku and Amazon Fire. I have 4 shows on there, 4 channels on there with several shows on each. And also I've developed a TV channel system that works from getting you from invisible to on your own TV channel broadcasting as a producer. So basically, let's go and look at the Let's Go Live show outline. We've already discussed why you need to go live, your mindset, and how that can stop you sometimes from doing this process. And we're in the depths of studio setup. Then we've only just started with, we looked at where to set up your studio. And then we're looking at microphones. After that, we'll probably look at your studio, your lights, how to record, etc. But then we'll be talking about video off camera, how you can be visible with video without being on camera. And then we'll talk about being on camera and doing video and doing it live. And then after that, we'll talk about the free platforms to go live. They change so often that Facebook Live, it has different rules now, so I can't do my multi-broadcasting as much as I want. So I'm only broadcasting on a few channels right now, and on pages on Facebook. YouTube's been good. LinkedIn Live, I'm doing one of those now, and mobile. These are some of the free platforms you can use to go live. And some of the free broadcasting software. There's OBS, which is Open Broadcasting Source, I believe. And it's free, and it's very much like the paid software, XSplit. And it's so powerful, it can be overwhelming for some people. So we'll probably be looking in depth at OBS. Since it's free, a lot of people like to start broadcasting using that. As well, of course, you can always broadcast with your mobile phone. And then some paid, very minimal priced paid broadcasting software can be Zoom. and a lot of us have gotten used to using Zoom, so a lot of us like to start using Zoom. So I'll look at how you can broadcast with Zoom and to your channels, not just to someone else. As well as XSplit is what I use. It's very powerful, and we'll look at some of the other opportunities like StreamYard, Wirecast, and other software that's been developed to broadcast your video. And then multi-stream broadcasting software. We'll be looking at those. I use OneStream, other people use Restream. And then we'll also be talking with interviews with entrepreneurs with their own show, interviews with software companies. We'll do a challenge quarterly on going live, and we'll interview with new entrepreneurs having success with their shows. So I better go out there and find some. So if you're one of those, please send me an email. And so we've discussed why you need to go live. You need to be seen. You need to be seen as an authority in your niche. You can't hide behind the purple people, the blue people on Facebook anymore. You need to be consistent so people get in the habit of seeing you as the expert. You can't just do one webinar per year. You need to be at least doing something monthly so people look forward, because they look forward to finding out about your business, about you sharing your message, your knowledge, and getting people to know, like, and trust you. Because there are many reasons now for people not to know, like, and trust you. And so it's much harder to get that kind of interest unless you are a bit open with who you are. And previously we talked about how your mindset can stop you from being seen. We looked at how to have a dedicated studio space, making it easier to broadcast weekly, monthly, daily. How you have to look at your ambient light in your studio space, and how you have to test your ambient sound values in your studio space, and how you can control the acoustics of your studio space. And then we went on in depth onto studio audio. And we looked at the microphone and the various types of microphone there are. And we're in that section right now. So clear, crisp audio makes it easier for a listener to understand what is being said. Remember that a considerable part of video content is consumed with headphones. So clear sound is crucial because there's nothing more annoying than poor quality sound. So we looked at the variety of microphones that you can get. I basically nixed. Basically, don't use your web audio. Don't use your webcam audio. Don't use your headphone audio. I think I nixed also the mobile phone. It's okay, but it's okay for on location. No, you need a stereo microphone, and you can get them quite reasonably priced, really, for what they do, and considering how long they last. A Yeti, a Snowball, Audio-Technica, and we looked at lavalier microphone set and a lavalier microphone, and how it can be used to help you be mobile and go on location and do recordings. So we looked at a variety of microphones, and we suggested that maybe you should just get a stereo microphone, pay a little bit more money, and get a better quality sound. And so we looked at also gain. Now, with audio, you do need to edit it occasionally. Like right now, the door slammed. I might want to take that out if it was a loud sound, and you may not have heard it because I'm busy talking. But you need audio editing software to create great recordings, and we'll talk about Audacity and the software when we're in the section about video and editing. But after the live recording is produced, you can take out the dog barking. So you need to know how to edit your recording. If you have noises in it that you don't like, you have to be able to remove the underlying noise from your audio. you need to edit the volume sometimes. You may want to add music to your recording, and you may want to do an intro outro creation to your audio for your show. So you need to be able to use audio editing software. And so today we're just going to quickly look at Audacity, just as something that is free. It's open source, so it's always developing digital audio editor and recording application software. So it's available for Windows, Mac, and Linux, and others. And we're going to look at that today, and hopefully I'm going to move some of my windows and open it up in a window. So let's see. I need to get rid of, oh no, I can't close that one. But I can close this one, and then I'm going to open up my Audacity. And where did my Audacity go? A desktop, there it is. A desktop application. Maybe I should open up a new window for you, because I'm going to have to capture this live. And so let's see where Audacity happens to move to. I think it's in the middle of my desktop. So let me move it over here. Oh no, I can't move it over here. Great. Okay, so we'll add this source and see what happens. Okay, there we go. Smart selection. And it's in front behind my XSplit at the moment, so it's going to look funny. And there we go. Now, let's see if we can... We need to open this up so you can see it. Oh, complicated. But it depends on where it's going to go, doesn't it? So you should be able to see that and what I'm doing. So when it opens up, it says welcome, and you can look at the new effects that Audacity has and get some free plugins and sounds. They're creating a Muse Hub app for audio plugins for Audacity users. It's quite a powerful program when you think about that it's free. But sometimes people get so excited because it's open source, so they can help develop, and they always want to improve it. Certainly the platform is easier to read. Excuse me. But let me see if I can point out where the tutorials are. There they are, here, right there. And then of course there's a forum. So let's get this out of here for now. We don't need that. So I guess I'll have to do a new recording. But anyway, so I know it looks very complicated and etc. But let's say there's a simple things that you want to do. You do your live broadcast, and for some reason you have a noisy background, and you want to remove some of the noise. So I'm going to make a recording here very quickly, and then we'll show you how to edit it, hopefully. So anyway, so basically this is a pause, just like in the, forward, stop, backwards, forwards, and this is the record button, and you can loop. So you can, I don't know why you'd want to loop, I guess, well, it's a music thing. And then the selection tool, and here's an envelope tool, and we'll go over all these later, have a full day on it probably. And multi-tool, draw tool, none of these I used. You do need to set up your audio, make sure you have the right microphone. So where's the playback recording? Yep, that's my microphone, because you don't want the XSplit microphone, and you want to know where to play it back to, and whether you want mono or stereo. So it's recommended that you use mono for just for doing podcasts. You don't really need stereo, but you just edit it as you see. Anyway, so let's get started. Let's do a quick recording. So we'll just press record. Hello, this is jane-gardner, and I'm going to make some noise, so watch out. That's annoying noise, I must admit. And look at the good quality of my sound. there's hardly any buzz in the noise. Where's some noise? Okay, so let's stop. There we go. So to play that back, it's very boring, but let's play it back. Let's see if we have to go back first. Go back to the beginning. And you'll notice at the very beginning, before I spoke, there's a tiny bit of noise. And let me see if I can make this bigger. There we go. Make the track bigger. So you can see there's some noise there. And we'll talk about that in a minute. So let's play it. Hello, this is Jane Gardner, and I'm going to make some noise, so watch out. That's annoying noise, I must admit. And look at the good quality of my sound. There's hardly any buzz in the noise. Where's some noise? Right, whatever. Okay, fine. Hello. So anyway, there are a lot of things that you can do with this. We could delete this whole X section. But let's do the noise section first. That's the most interesting. And I use it quite a bit. Where are we? Noise removal and repair. Noise reduction. Let's first select some audio. So there's the selection tool. And so we're going to select this audio because it's pretty small. So let's see if it can reduce my noise. You probably won't notice. I should go get a bad recording so next time for the noise. And select as okay, then click get noise profile. Okay. And then we go back and we select all the audio you want filtered and then click OK. So let's reduce the noise reduction by 10. Of course, all these things you have to figure out yourself, but okay, so first, I have to select it first. So we go and select the whole thing. I'm sure there's a select all button. Oops, there, now it's selected all. Amazing. And then goes back and reduce, and let's get it smaller and say OK. So I assume it's done. I'm not going to play it again. And also you can edit. So if you have long pauses, and if you're someone who likes to do a recording and then do it again, if you cough and you pause and you're quiet, or you clap loudly like I clap loudly so you know which part to edit, you can also edit your sound. So where is the edit? So you can cut. There we go. So there's two things that you can do that are useful for sound. Let me see if I can... Actually, we could maybe do this area here. We wanted to... Let's say you want to do an intro, outro. Do you want to fade in or fade out? Well, fade out, obviously, if we're near the end. So where's fading? Here's fading. You want to adjust the fade. You want to fade out. And select the audio to use. Okay. So we want to, okay. So we want to select this audio, and we want to fade it out. So we go back, go fading, fade out, and look, it's gone smaller. So if you play that, it will be the regular volume, and then it will get small. So these are great for when you want to fade out at the end of a podcast or of a video. And you know, that's three effects that we've looked at, and I think that's enough for today. So yeah, that's what Audacity is. And let me get this out of the way. I don't want to save the project. And no. And let's go and see me again.
Here's a special message for every baby boomer entrepreneur who needs to get more sales on leads.
And so that was a brief look at Audacity, 3 things that you can do with it: fading, noise reduction, and editing. So if you were doing your video and you're tired of listening to your ums and then sound of quiet, you can take them out. So let's go and basically, we've also looked at gain last time. It's the volume, which is the actual loudness of the output. There's a lot of terms in audio production that we may not be familiar with. So next time we're going to look at video and what equipment you can use to record yourself or not record yourself on camera, webcams, and you can also use digital SLRs. So I haven't used digital SLRs in a long time. So I'm going to look it up. I bought the equipment, but I don't think I'll set it up because it probably won't work. You have to be using it for a while in order to get the digital SLR to work to do a broadcast. Basically, the hardest thing with digital SLR is making sure that it doesn't time off. If you've ever used a camera, it has a button that usually you click it and that will do video, and then a video itself has a certain time limit of say 20 seconds, and then if you want another video you have to, anyway, you have to figure out how to not have that turn off when you're doing your video. So I've actually, maybe we'll send you to some people on YouTube who are really good with broadcasting with a camera, and they can give you the tips. So any questions today? You can also get on the list at http://jane-gardner.com/live and get my book, 7 Steps to Produce Your First Show. I mentioned some of the software that might be useful for you to get started. And also, I should be getting a commitment with myself to do that challenge. But for now, to get notification checklists and resources, go sign up at https://jane-gardner.com/live and go and sign up, and you will get this book. And we've got a few other resources I have to create into PDF, and we'll be adding to the list. I think one's called Video Production for Non-Video Users, and I've got some checklists on creating your studio setup. So thank you for coming. I appreciate you. And this is great. Thank you. I've got to go now and do some work in my structural engineering firm. So see you next time.